Tom's Garden Adventure. It was a sunny Saturday morning. Tom decided to work in his garden. He had a lot to do. First, he had to get out of his car and carry his tools to the shed. He felt energetic. He decided to get dressed in his old work clothes. He put on a thick shirt and some comfortable trousers. He was ready to start his big project. Tom went to the shed to find his equipment. He found a rake and his bright green Wellingtons. He put on the wellies because the grass was still wet. He wanted to rake leaves and make the garden look beautiful for the party tonight. He began to collect leaves from under the big oak tree. It was hard work, but he enjoyed the fresh air. Soon there was a huge pile of orange and brown leaves. Tom decided to walk backward to see how big the pile was. Suddenly, his foot hit something soft. He looked down and found a flat ball. It was his old football, but it had no air inside. He picked it up and threw it onto the pile of leaves. "I shouldn't make a mess," he thought, "but this pile is fun." Tom was tired. He usually tries to stay healthy, and he stopped smoking 2 years ago. However, he found an old cigarette in his pocket. He decided to stop to smoke for a moment. He sat near the leaves and lit the cigarette. It was nearly noon, and the sun was hot. He didn't realize that the dry leaves were very dangerous. Suddenly, a small spark fell from the cigarette. The pile of leaves caught fire. Tom tried to extinguish the flames with his hands, but they grew too fast. He tried to put out the fire with a small bucket of water, but it was not enough. He began to get angry at himself for being so careless. "I need help," he shouted. He ran to the house to call for help. A few minutes later, the fire brigade arrived. The firefighters were very fast and professional. One firefighter used a long ladder to check the trees near the house. Obviously, they knew exactly what to do. They used a large hose to put out the fire completely. Tom watched them work. He was very relieved that his house was safe. After the fire was gone, Tom looked at his garden. It was a disaster. His wife, Lucy, came outside. She didn't get angry at him, but she told him he needed to clean up quickly. Tom had to take off his dirty, smoky clothes. He needed to get ready for the party. "Give me 20 minutes," Tom said. "I need to look good for our guests." Tom went inside to wash. He wanted to look younger, so he decided to dye his hair. He carefully applied the color and then used a towel to dry it. Then he had to blow dry his hair to make it look perfect. He went to the bedroom to try on his best suit. He wanted to dress up because it was a special occasion. Lucy was waiting for him at the door. "You look great, Tom," she said. She was holding their dog, Barnaby, on a lead. They had to take the dog to the neighbor's house before they left. They didn't want to drive, so they decided to get on the bus to go to the restaurant. They walked to the bus stop together, feeling happy. At the party, all their friends were there. They told everyone the story of the fire and the brave firefighters. People laughed and enjoyed the evening. They're very lucky to have such good friends. Their garden was a mess, but Tom and Lucy were safe. It was a perfect happy ending to a very long and exciting day.